Coming up next, it's is Manndie Tingler. That's right. She's an executive in cannabis with multiple businesses such as delivery, award shows for women, and showing people how being a mom and an executive lifestyle go hand in hand. That's right. It is Manndie Tingler.
Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. It is 1 week before I take off to Spain. I'm so excited. But while I'm here, I want to talk to you about what is going on up in Mendocino County. Today's article comes from the Ukiah Daily Journal. And the headline, Happy and True, Ukiah by bureaucracy. Mendocino County's marijuana industry was started by the curious hippies with a tinge of the outlaw and grew and flourished through the years despite the real possibility of arrest, imprisonment, rip-offs, crop failures, and more. Mendo Weed thrives as no other marijuana brand in the United States. The benchmark, the best and most famous product of its kind, comparing it to the finest champagnes from the most prestigious French vineyards is not unreasonable. Tales are told of growers without formal education but willing to work hard hours and face daunting risks en route to becoming millionaires. Taxes on profits from their crops, yet the flood of money generated by illegal pot propped up county and regional economies for many years. Growers drove expensive vehicles, vacationed in Hawaii, and bought second any we wanted. Times were good if you did not. But all along the way, they mostly argued and lobbied for legalization. So did a sizable percentage of the rest of us, only for the amount of money marijuana would fetch when taxed. Quote, same as cigarettes and booze, ran the standard phrase, and everyone would nod in agreement. Let the government take over and then stand back as the money rolled in and the county got rich. What could go wrong? Everything, as it turns out. Everything the bozos in charge of Mendocino County did was wrong, stupid, expensive, or counterproductive. It's the most valuable commodity of its kind, was gift wrapped and handed over to county supervisors who then bungled their prize recklessly, repeatedly, and irretrievably. A story by Lester Black on a recent San Francisco Gate online news site reveals disturbing, hard to believe facts. 1. 6 years after marijuana legalized, barely 1% of Mendocino County pot growers, 12 out of exactly 832 applicants, have been granted permits to cultivate marijuana in Humboldt County's rate is 63%. The California Department of Cannabis Control says our approval rate is among the very lowest in the state, and the county's marijuana industry is of irreversible failure due to negligence by county governments. A local cannabis alliance of weed growers says Mendocino County is a, quote, roadblock rather than a partner in the legalization process. The director of our county cannabis department, Kristen Nevdal, offers precise remedy to the government bureaucrat. She'll be hiring, quote, at least 16 new employees, then offered an unsolicited endorsement of herself and the fine job she's doing by stating, I do not believe my department is mismanaged. She says she has an amazing and dedicated staff, leaving us to recognize a useless, incompetent staff. It's hard to overstate what a colossal mess the county has made of things. They've taken the finest product in the land and made it unavailable to its consumers. They've alienated our best marijuana cultivators, thrown them out of work, and those growers are now broke and moving to Humboldt County. They cheated the taxpayers by spending millions and millions of dollars on highly paid administrators, their costly consultants, and assistants without returning a nickel profit to the Treasury. That's what citizens have gotten from extremely well-compromised county administrators and department heads from elected officials who confidently tell voters at election time that they'll work hard to solve problems, make the tough decisions, and lead the way. Rather than creating revenue, they've saddled of costly and escorting applicants. They're tired. By ever top of by a revolving barrier of workers and administrators in a bureaucratic rewarded 0 applicants. If they got the light 6 years ago, it would not have gone worse. What's funny is that instead of doing conscientious work and performing their jobs well, our bumbling, incompetent, carefree county employees are the ones driving expensive vehicles, vacationing in Hawaii, and with their outlandish lifetime pensions, retiring wherever the hell they want. Now, guys, this is obviously a pretty strong opinion article, but what's going on up in Ukiah is incredibly painful to watch. And anybody who's experiencing what's happening in Mendocino over the last several years has a lot to say about this. So I'm very curious to say what my fellow correspondents are thinking when they're watching what's happening in Mendocino.